EA as a company and all the executives there, they want you to be living on this game if possible. Okay? Because the more time you have this game loaded and you are in the menus or in the game, the more likely you are to spend money on store packs. You can't buy a store pack if you're not on the game. You can't buy a store pack if you're not on the web app or on your phone app. EA understands this, right? Hey everyone, how you doing? So today I want to talk about taking days off from the game, in this case EAFC 25, that's the game that we play. Now, before I go into my trusty notepad notes, I want to give a little bit of context, okay? So I just made a video on this topic, but related to fitness on my other channel, but this version is going to be directly focused on EA and EAFC. So bear with me. The other piece of context is this. So yesterday was the first day off I took from uploading videos. I had started the other channel about 12, 13 days ago, and I started this channel about 4 days ago or so. And in that period of time, I have uploaded a total of 16 videos in 12 days until yesterday, where I took a day off. And the reason why I'm mentioning all this is that at first I felt a little bit guilty. I was like, okay, I made a commitment to make videos every single day. But then it dawned on me that instead of feeling guilty, I should acknowledge why I chose not to upload a video yesterday and instead be proud of the progress I've made in this area for myself, basically. And I talk a little bit more about that on the other channel. If you're interested, the link to both of these channels to subscribe will be in the description. With that being said, enough of the intro, let's dive in. So when it comes to EAFC, right? EA being ridiculously manipulative, and I'm not going to use the term I have posted in the notes here, but you can figure out, what I'd like to say, and I'm going to keep it PG for now. In the future, probably not. EA loves daily incentives. They love this. They love giving you a daily play objective, right? Get a little bit of extra experience for playing a couple of games each day. They want to find every opportunity to get you coming back to the game and every single day, to get you sort of on a hamster wheel. They want to turn it from something you play casually or when you want into an experience where you feel obligated to log into the game every day and play for either daily incentives, right? Daily play objectives, daily upgrade SBCs. There's every day there's either a player SBC or a gamble SBC, right? One or the other or both. So what's happened over the years, right, is instead of them focusing on making the game better, they are happy to let the game get worse. And instead, they've sort of optimized for their own profits. They've figured out the system to optimize their profits, right? Record-setting profits per user, at least, instead of focusing on the game. So it is our responsibility as human beings that enjoy playing this game, or maybe you can argue you don't even enjoy playing this game, but if you're playing, there is some reason you keep playing. We can talk about that on maybe tomorrow's video, right? Why I play, why you might be playing, and why other people don't play the game anymore. But if you're playing the game, you must maintain self-awareness. So what do I mean by that? What I really mean is you have to keep control of your mind, right? What EA wants to do is take over your entire life. That's what EA actually wants. And I'm not, maybe the term for this is, I'm not being hyperbolic. I don't know if that's the right use of that term, that word actually, but I'm not exaggerating. Okay. EA as a company and all the executives there, they want you to be living on this game if possible. Okay. Because the more time you have this game loaded and you are in the menus or in the game, the more likely you are to spend money on store packs. You can't buy a store pack if you're not on the game. You can't buy a store pack if you're not on the web app or on your phone app. EA understands this, right? So anyways, my advice, right, or suggestion is to make sure, especially if you're a sweat, like I would consider myself a sweat. I'm going to be honest, right? I'm a competitive person. We'll save that for another day, talk about that more. But my advice, okay, to fellow sweats is you must make EAFC secondary, and I couldn't fit the full word secondary in this line, so you see it like that, to other areas of your life, okay? Whatever those other areas are, whatever you've deemed to be important areas of your life, right? Playing the game, playing any game, but especially EAFC, has to remain secondary or tertiary, right? Or even lower, whatever word it is for less than tertiary. And I'm not good at pronouncing that word, but you know what I'm trying to say. Okay. Do not let EA trick you into no lifing this game. Okay. Because the cost of that is the rest of your life, right? Don't let them trick you. Give you a couple examples to wrap this up. This year, they've done something pretty unprecedented as far as I've been around. They've made the number of rivals wins to get the maximum reward 15 wins. Now, you do get relatively rewarded for that, but there's going to be a lot of people who feel compelled or obligated to play until you get the 45 points. It's not exactly 15 wins all the time. If you get a few draws, that counts for as many points as a win, right? But don't feel obligated, because there's a hidden cost, okay? There's a hidden cost to getting the 15 rivals wins every single week. What happens when you get higher and higher into the divisions is that the enjoyment of the game will go down on average, because the opponent you will play on average will abuse, let's say, frustrating mechanics more often than a player who is in a bit of a lower division even, okay? And it will also take you, on average, more than 3 times the amount of time to get the 15 wins versus the 5 wins, or the 45 points versus the 15 points, because on average, we're moving up in divisions faster, and therefore playing people who are closer to our level of ability in the game. And therefore you will tie more often and lose more often compared to lower divisions. There's one other example. I noticed sometimes in the objectives menu, there's objectives like play 10 games of like Rush, or play 10 games with this set of players to get some garbage pack or some meaningless low rated objective player. You have to be careful to decide whether or not it's worth it. You shouldn't do every single one of those just because they're available. Okay. Keep control of your mind, be self-aware, and do not let EA, these pieces of shit, take over your life, right? You're in control of your life. If you want to play the game, play it in a balanced way. Don't lose your mind over it. Don't get emotional over the game, or at least don't get overly emotional. All of us are going to get frustrated at times playing this game. This game, of all games, is the easiest game to get frustrated about. As far as any games I've ever played, this is in a tier of its own in a bad way in that regard, okay? That being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you. If you hear this long, I'm about to hit 10 minutes on this video. If you are here listening to this, I just want to tell you directly, I appreciate you. And I really appreciate the comments. I've enjoyed interacting with all of them. I know I say this pretty much every video, but I say it because I mean it. If you're here at the end of this video, you're a legend. I appreciate you. I'm laughing because I know that a good percentage of people won't make it through the whole video. But if you're here, you are legitimately a legend. I respect you a lot. I appreciate you a lot. And if you have any comments, I really, really do appreciate that. Happy to, engage with you guys in the comments. So have a good day. All right. Take care of yourself. And I will talk to you also in the next video. Peace.